Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I am going to attempt to show you my version of the Celtic Cross spread. Now I say my version because there are lots of, it's basically always the same, but there are lots of different little additions and subtractions and changes of words that people use. So this is the way I learned it, and so it's the way I'm going to show you. Today I'm going to be using the Light Seer'S Tarot by Chris Ann. If you are interested in this deck and you would like to see a review of it, please look on my playlist that is Tarot Deck Reviews Volume 1, and it's on there. Alright, so first I have my deck. I've pre-shuffled it. I am going to divide it into 3 piles, and then I am going to, and you can really do this any way you want to, but that's what I'm going to do. So shuffle your deck well, and we're going to imagine that I'm doing this reading for you, and I'm going to explain it as I go. Alright, so the first card is going to represent you or your present situation, and that is going to be the first card. So let us just, I'll lay out the cards and I'll tell you their meanings. This second card represents the challenge you're facing or the problem that you're facing right now. So this is card 1, card 2. Card 3 represents the recent past, and this would be what led up to this challenge that you're facing. Card 4 is the near future, which represents what the next few weeks or months brings. This will be the next step on your journey. This is not the final outcome. So that's card 4. Card 5 is... sometimes people call it the conscious realm, or what you're focused on. This is also your goals, your aspirations, what you consciously want to happen, and what would you feel would be the best outcome for the situation. All right, and then card 6 is going to represent the subconscious realm, which could show you, I'm going to have to scooch these up a little, which could show you the root of the problem, or your underlying feeling. So something underlying the situation that you may not be aware of. So this is the subconscious realm. All right, let's review this part again. So card 1 represents the present. Card 1, sorry, is this one, represents the present or your situation, your current situation. This represents the challenge or the problem that you are facing. That's card 2. Card 3 represents the recent past and may show what led up to this challenge. Card 4 is the near future, and this will be what's going on in the next few weeks or months, or your next step on this journey. Number 5 is going to represent your conscious focus, what your goals and aspirations are, what you feel is the best outcome for this situation. And card 6 is going to be the subconscious realm, which could show us the root of the problem or your underlying feelings. All right, so that's cards 1 through 6. Now the next part over here is called the staff. Card 7 represents you, and this may be advice for you. Card 8 is about your environment, so things that are going on in your environment that are beyond your control. Card 9 represents your hopes and fears, and that's kind of tricky because sometimes it's kind of hard to distinguish between our hopes and our fears, because sometimes what we hope for is also what we fear. All right, so that is going to be card 9, hopes and fears. I'm going to have to scoot this down a little. I'll try to get you to see it. And then card 10 represents the projected outcome. In other words, what will happen if things continue on their current course, if you continue to go forward with your current course of action. Okay, so that's 10 cards. This is a 10-card spread. Again, the Celtic Cross spread. All right, so let's take a look first at, and I'm going to give you the simple version. There's a lot more to it, but this is the basic Celtic Cross. All right, so the card that represents you, and this actually may be a message for you, you'll have to let me know in the comments if it is the Six of Wands. Right now, you feel that you're in a situation where you maybe thought you were going to come out victorious. You thought you were going to get attention for this. So this is where you are. You're in a kind of place where you haven't reached what you feel is a victory yet. You haven't reached the success that you want to reach. So that's where you are. Now what's your problem is the Fool, and this may mean that you have either, and you'll know which it is, that you have taken some bad risks and made some bad choices, or that you haven't taken enough risks. All right. So either the new risks that you took did not pan out the way you wanted them to, or the problem that you're seeing is that you have been either afraid to take risks, or you haven't taken the risks that you needed to take yet, and you haven't been adventurous enough. All right. So this is you and your the problem or your challenge that you're facing. Okay, so you need to figure out which risks you need to take, which risks are worth taking, and which risks will bring you the success that you want. All right, then we go to the next card. So what's led to this challenge? This is what's happened in the recent past. We have the King of Cups. So in the recent past, you may have been feeling really confident. You may have been feeling really happy about what was going on. You felt like you were large and in charge of your emotions, under control. And then maybe you were a little bit too confident. Maybe you didn't consider your deeper feelings, or maybe you didn't consider the feelings of other people who were involved, and that led to this situation. Now there's another possibility. This King of Cups could represent someone in your life that is either a boss, maybe a father figure, or a leader, someone who has been in charge over your situation, okay? And this person, you may feel that this person is responsible for what has happened here, for you not being as successful as you hoped you would be. Maybe this person is responsible for encouraging you not to take risks or whatever. But anyway, this is either an aspect of you, or this is a person in your life who has negatively, in this situation, negatively influenced what's going on in your situation. And you'll know who that is. All right, so then we're going to move to the near future, what the next few weeks or months look like, what may be happening in the next few weeks or months, and or your next step on the journey. So let's see what this is. So it's the Knight of Wands. So your next step on the journey is a knight is someone on a mission. They are inspired and they're going after something they're passionate about. So your job is to get back on the horse, get back into the mission, and start working again toward this goal, whatever it was, this goal that was thwarted by either this person or the fact that you did not take the risks that you needed to take. So you're going to get back on it, full of fire, and you're going to move in the direction that you want to go yet again. And then card 5, we've got the focus or conscious realm, your best, outcome, your aspirations, what you want to happen. Now the Hierophant is a major arcana card. The Fool is the first major arcana card you got in the reading, and this Hierophant is the second. Now the Hierophant is reversed, and he's laughing. It's reversed, but he is laughing about it. So it looks like you are trying to turn a tradition on its head. You are trying to change something major, either the way people believe about something, or a tradition that people follow, or you may be trying to overthrow the status quo in a certain area of your life, whichever this involves right here, your situation, all right? So the Hierophant reverse tells me that you are hoping that you can change something that has been a tradition for a long time, something that maybe you don't agree with, something that you feel needs to change. That is your hope. That is what you want to do. And the subconscious realm, which is maybe at the root of the problem, it maybe represents your underlying feelings, are the Emperor reversed. Okay, so, and this is a major arcana too. So what's going on in your conscious and subconscious realm are as powerful and as important as this challenge or problem that you're facing. So what's going on? Now this is the Emperor reversed. And this, okay, so the Emperor is a father figure. The Emperor is the ultimate father figure. The Emperor is the leader. And since it's reversed, I feel like in the subconscious realm, you are fearing, or you are afraid, or you are not, you don't have confidence in yourself as a leader. You are lacking the confidence. You, maybe you are feeling unworthy of this accolade that you're looking for. You're feeling worthy of being able to actually influence this whole situation the way you want to. And you're afraid that maybe you don't have what it takes. And this could be at the root of the entire problem. All right. And once you dive deep inside of you and you see if that really is true, if this really is true for you, that you have lacked the confidence, you have lacked the belief in yourself, then that's something that you really need to deal with, because that is what is holding you back, okay? This could be the root of the problem, and this person or this aspect of you just played into that and made the failure happen, or put you in the situation that you're in right now. All right, so let's take a look at the next card, which is card 7, which is you. This represents you, or advice. Okay, the advice is the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is a person who is being challenged. And let me show you this because it's kind of out of the picture. Okay, this is 7 of Wands. This person is being challenged. This person is handling it with grace. They're handling it with dignity. They're handling it with calmness. Someone is challenging you. Something is challenging you. Something is coming up against you. And this is happening now, and you are needing to handle it with grace and dignity, and you totally can do this. All right? That's the 7 of Wands. Let's take a look at the card that represents the external influences that are beyond your control. And this is the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands represents an opportunity, or can represent an opportunity or a new beginning. This opportunity is coming. This new beginning is coming. It's going to be happening in your environment. It's coming whether you want it or not. It's coming whether you expect it or not. So something in your environment, something is going to happen, and you are going to receive a new opportunity to work this situation out. You are going to receive a new opportunity to complete your goal, and it's not through any doing of your own. This is going to happen. I mean, it may be something that was maybe put together by this person. Whatever it is, it's coming. You're going to get another chance, all right? And your hopes and fears, or your hopes or fears, are 9 of Pentacles, that you won't be up to the challenge, okay? The 9 of Pentacles is always is an independent person who is They're making their own money. They're wealthy. They don't need anyone else. They're independent. And you are afraid that maybe you don't have what it takes to be this independent person. Those are your hopes or fears. Those would be your fears that maybe you really don't have what it takes. All right. So then final card. Now, if things keep going on the projected course, this is the likely outcome. And the likely outcome is that the Six of Swords is that you will be, you won't be able to move on, okay? Because, okay, right now you're feeling not up to the challenge. Even though you're going to try here, you may be feeling not up to the challenge. And if that continues, okay, so if this feeling of lack or feeling of unworthiness, the inability to take chances that you need to take, this person's influence, you want to move forward, you're going to try to move forward for your goal of upsetting this tradition or overthrowing this tradition, changing things for the better. So if you don't realize that you actually do have what it takes, then what's going to happen is that you're not going to be able to move forward. Okay, this card is about moving forward. It's about moving from turmoil into calmness. And if you continue with the mindset you have right now, you are not going to be able to move forward. All right, so what you need to do, your advice, which is this card right here. This card is advising you to calm yourself. You might want to take up meditation. Breathe. Look at your challenges. Look at each of your challenges and face them one by one. All right? That is what you need to do. This is your advice. You're going to have to face these challenges with calmness. You're going to have to face them knowing that you have what it takes. You do have what it takes. You're going to have to accept this challenge, accept this opportunity, go for it. Because if you continue to have self-doubt, which is shown in this card, and this card, and this card, if you continue with this self-doubt, you will not be able to move forward. So I encourage you to know that you do have what it takes. That your energy of victory, your energy of overcoming the problem is blocked right now, all right? So you need to do some positive things. You need to realize you do have what it takes. You need to maybe do some more studying on the subject, take advantage of opportunities, find a place inside you where the fire is burning, where you really, really, really want this. Focus on that and get moving in the right direction, and you'll be able to change things around. So my thing about tarot is that if you don't like what you see, you are capable of changing your future. Your future is not set in stone. This is not set in stone, okay? This situation, this blockage was caused by something either inside you or an external, something external, but it is something that you can overcome if you choose to. And I always tell my people, if you are doing, let your client know. Let your client know this future is not set in stone. Your client has the ability, if this is your reading, you have the ability to change this, okay? Now that you see the situation, you see what's underlying it, you see what's going on. This is your life. You are in charge of your future, okay? Like I said, I will continue to say, you will probably get tired of me saying, the future is not set in stone. If you don't like what you see in the cards, change it. Because you have the power to do that. All right, so this is how I would read this particular Celtic Cross reading for a person. Maybe this was a message for you. If it was, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if this gave you some clarity on how to read the Celtic Cross. Let's one more time go over the cards in case you want to write this down if you didn't do it already. Okay, this is position 1. Position 1 represents the present situation of the person that you're reading for, whether it's you or someone else. Card number 2 represents the challenge that they're facing or the problem that they're having, okay? And card number 3 represents the recent past. This could be what led up to this challenge, okay? What led up to this problem, what led up to the situation that you or your person that you're reading for is in. All right. Card 4 is the near future. So what is the next few weeks or your next step on the journey? And of course, this was a positive one. They are supposed to find what lights their fire again and get moving back in the right direction. Okay, that was what the advice was for the person, the next step on the journey. Okay, card 5 was what's going on, the focus. This is what you think or what your person that you're reading for thinks is going to be, this is their goal, their aspiration, this is what they think will be the best outcome. All right, and then subconsciously, this could be the root of the situation here, and underlying feelings, in this case, maybe feelings of unworthiness to be able to handle this big of a situation. All right, then we have card 7, which represents the person you're reading for and their advice. This could be just something that represents them or their advice. In this case, I seriously feel that it was advice for the person. And then card 8 represents the external influences and the environment that are beyond the person's control. And this just means, and more opportunities were coming. So actually, this is good. These are good external influences. But the hopes and fears, which could undermine the person, are that they feel that they're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to independently handle it. They're not going to be able to be an independent person. And if things are heading, if the current situation holds, is that the person will not be able to move ahead. All right. So again, and that is card number 10, the projected outcome if the current course of action is held up, is continued. All right. So again, I would stress to the person that it's up to them to change. It's up to them. You know, they can totally change their future. All right, friends, tarot is, in my opinion, is to give us advice. It is to help us see what may be coming so that we can change it if we need to. And it is to give us insight into our situation. So that was my tutorial, I would say, on the Celtic Cross spread. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment. Let me know how you liked it, if you'd like to see more videos like this. And if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. All of my videos are completely free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot if you subscribe. Plus, if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified whenever a new video is uploaded and you won't miss any. I want to thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.